Hello, my name is Lynn Hicks, and welcome to 10 Minutes of Feminine Health. I'm outside today in my organic flower garden. It's actually my trailer area, and there is a glider port. So airplanes may be flying over, but having the beauty of nature behind me and really helping to teach you part of this feminine energy outside offers so much. So I was really interested in sharing it with you outside, and I figured as the planes fly over, which I never know when they're going to come, I'll just speak up a little bit louder. So today we're going to talk about our second chakra called Svadthishna, and that is the area below the belly, and it's where our wombs are located. It's the taste of pleasure comes from there. It's where our kidneys are, and it's a very flowing section of our body. And it's something that we have to embrace when we've learned so many things about it. When we got our menstruation cycle, we really kind of disconnected from ourselves and our wombs and really spent the rest of our life pretending like we don't have our period, that there's no cycle, not working with it, not knowing it, and really just we're ignorant about this part of our body, which is the most creative center that we have as women. And, Deepak calls it the sacred seat of the self is there. So it's where we blend our masculine and feminine. It's where ideas and children, new life comes from. So it's a very important part of our body. And as women, we really have to embrace this and get some kind of understanding about it. I had not found the understanding that I learned through the schools that I've studied in the last 4 years in the regular health system that's here in the West. I just, everything is studied on man's bodies. And, although we know we're so clearly different from men by the way we do things and the way we think and the way we act, I've never really been given the information to really embrace and understand this wonderful part of my body. And I think as part of this evolution as modern women, it's very important that we understand our wombs and the creativity there, because that's where our intuition is housed in its base form. It's also where there's tons of energy there that they call Shakti in the East. And it really rides in this more flowing nature. So we really can't access all this energy sitting there to help us with our life and help us create and become authentic if we do not have some connection or some understanding of that area of our body. So I've talked to you, the pleasure, it's considered our pleasure center, and it's got an energy that we could use for sex, which we all know that, but it also, we can use that creative, sexual, instinctual energy for everything. We can use it through all our other chakras to be heart inspired. We can use it for creativity. We can use it in our voices. We can use it in so many ways other than just sexually. So it's important that we kind of embrace this side of ourselves and we start to learn a little bit more about our womb. So we know it's flowing. We know it's has the kidneys there. We know that a slower pace really allows this energy to come forward, allows our creative artistry to be there. Because it's so flowing, we can see that if we start to move in that type of direction, we're just going to support our bodies as women, which is different than men. So in the Eastern traditions of yoga, the Svadthishna Chakra has 6 petals, as they call it, and each of the chakras have different characteristics. And this is what I have learned that's really helped me embrace and understand my womb a lot more, is understanding these 6 qualities, and that really the more each day we can bring in these 6 qualities or characteristics into life, which it's very easy because we're women, so this is easy stuff for us. But if we can consciously think about it and try to enhance these characteristics in our lives daily, we can really find more health and relaxation and oxytocin. So the first one is flexibility. Well, we already know how flexible we are. It's important that we use our flexibility because it helps us with our collaborative, connecting nature. It's like the flowers blow in the wind. We move in a different way. We offer flexibility. We're not as rigid as masculine energy and black and white. We're very easy to connect and collaborate and to work with others. And it's important to bring this into our lives with consciousness and not just that we blend and we're flexible to our own being, but that we actually use this flexibility and consider ourselves as well. So it's great to be flexible, but if it's flexible and you're not helping yourself in any way and you're actually exhausting yourself, then it's not a good use of flexibility. So we really want to pay attention to how we use our flexibility. Let's not flex ourselves and our own concerns out of the picture. It's important to cooperate and work with others, but not to our own detriment. And I think women, that's really huge, because often we cooperate and we do things and we support others, but in the meantime, we drain ourselves, we hurt ourselves, and we don't get to really get the great feeling of how wonderful it is to flex for someone and to cooperate with them. When we do it against ourselves, then we're not really getting this refueling energy from the flexibility. We're actually draining ourselves. So we're not using that quality right. So you might want to pay attention to how you use flexibility in your life and make sure that when you flex, connect, collaborate, that it is also to your benefit as well and not to your detriment. The second one is youthfulness. And we all know women are more playful and more silly. We sing songs to get kids to do things. We dance, we have fun, we giggle a lot. And these are very youthful qualities. Kids, youth, they're just very present and they're having fun and they're experimenting and investigating. Women have this natural quality of youthfulness as well. We can bring things into a fun zone. We can make things more pleasurable. We can look at situations and try to find the bright side. So really this youthfulness, this silliness, this fun part of ourselves that we're not supposed to use while we're in business, we're allowed to use it the rest of our lives. If we can't use it there, let's bring it into our homes. Let's bring it into our hobbies. Let's bring it into our lives. So daily, consider that the youthfulness, the fun part of you, is very important. The third one is passion. Well, obviously, passion is very, very important, and that's one of the petals of the Svadhisthana, this sexual passion. But it doesn't have to be used in that same way. It can be used in passion toward life. We're very passionate. We get inspired. When we love something, we just fuel up with energy. We just move mountains. And I know when I'm really intrigued and love something and passionate about it, it's just so easy. The energy is there. I don't have to think about it. I can just ride in this incredible passion. And so we want to make sure that we're using passion every day, and think of your passions, know what they are, connect with them, and really bring them forth into your life every day. Be passionate about things. Try to really use that energy. It's right there waiting for you. Instead of just doing things as tasks, add some passion to it. We also have beauty, which I've given you videos on that. Beauty is one of the qualities of the Svadhisthana, and it's very important that we revel in beauty. We see beauty in others, we see beauty in ourselves, and we really promote beauty. It's part of us. We're the space holders. We make everything beautiful. So really make sure each day that you're engaging somehow in beauty, and you're enjoying it, and you're really finding it within yourself and others. Communication is one of the petals of the Svadhisthana. Well, that's not shocking, because women love to communicate. But know that as you communicate and you connect and you get into this stuff richer with other people, that this is part of our health, this is part of our gift, and this is something we need to do every day. We need to engage in communication in the deeper levels, because it's part of our gifts and it's what we offer the world. And it will bring us more health and more calm and more oxytocin when we're enjoying that. And then last, but certainly not least, is charm. Charm and mystery are one of the qualities, and that's really just the way women move. And to me, we're always very charming. The way we get kids in the car, the way we get kids to do things is so much different than just yelling at them. So we really want to bring our charming ways, our mysteriousness, our playful and just the way we move. Our bodies are made to be charming. They're made to be graceful. They're made to be enticing. And so let's bring more charm. We don't have to be all regimented and masculine in the way we move and the way we see the world and the way we present ourselves. We can add charm and mystery and really enjoy it. So there are the 6 qualities of the Svadthishna Chakra, and I just invite you as a practice to really look at all of them and see if you can bring more of them into your day. Can you bring more giggliness? Can you bring more charm? Can you bring more of your youthful way? Can you bring more beauty? Can you really revel in your communication? Can you really bring more passion and connection to others? These are the ways of women, and they're natural for us. So I invite you to write me about your practice, tell me what you learned about yourself, and tell me ways that you've started to bring and open this petal of this wonderful energy that's available to us. So I look forward to your comments and to our next learning. Enjoy your day.